Good morning, YouTube. It's a beautiful December morning here in the middle of nowhere, and as always, I've got a ton of stuff to do. I have some projects that I've been putting off for a while, and I really need to get to them. The problem is they require going up high, and if you know me, I'm not into heights at all. So, let's get started. One of the biggest tasks I have that I want to achieve is putting solar on the roof of my shop. It costs a lot to run the electricity, to run the well, to run the shop, etc. And it's one of the biggest hurdles in actually becoming off-grid, which is my ultimate goal. Obviously, lots of jobs can be handled with a ladder, like patching the roof like I just finished. But what I have now is like way taller than that. So let's go check this out. So this is my flagpole. It's about 25 feet tall. The cord ripped for the flag a couple years ago, and as easy as it sounds, 25 feet up's pretty tall, and you gotta get all the way up there to that pulley right there and run the cord through the pulley and then come back down, and then that way you can hoist the flag up. This needs to be handled because something rubs me wrong about not having the American flag up in my yard. So we're gonna handle that today. Now that you've seen all the tasks that I've got to handle that require going up on a really tall ladder, check out my newest acquisition. This is my 1970 Dodge D350. It's got a 318 industrial, a 4-speed, a giant rear end, and a 2-stage ladder, meaning that the first ladder has a second stage that goes in and out of it. It has an adjustable bucket that's very sketchy, and the whole system can rotate 360 degrees. It has no outriggers. It requires giant lead weights that are just basically welded to the side of the frame. And it's ready to rock. Let's have a look at the engine. The guy I bought it from put a new radiator in it, and did the brakes, and did the fuel system, and kind of checked everything out, and here we are. It's ready to go. It doesn't have the prettiest interior, but it's not exactly like I'm daily driving this thing. It only goes like 35 miles an hour. I don't even understand how they got to job sites back in the day. Sometimes the clutch pedal does some funny stuff, and I have to add clutch fluid. Right. I'll introduce you to Dennis the Menace, my cat. I'm sure you've seen him climbing around and wreaking havoc. Okay, come on. Cooperate now. I think we have to go get the battery charger. maybe not. While very rare, sometimes things are just out of gas. Clearly none of those work. Like a champ, 318 industrial, man, they don't break. They always run. Well, we got this thing running, and it seems to drive pretty good. I don't know how bad I would want to go on the highway, but for around the farm, handling chores, this thing's awesome. The battery for the crane has gone dead, so we're gonna need to charge that. That's in here. Oh yeah, look at that. Crusty. So, we probably won't need it today, but this chain here, let's see here. This section of chain is how you extend the second boom, or the second section of ladder. And we probably won't need it today for the flagpole, but in the future that will need to be addressed. Of course that doesn't reach. Alright, we got the truck over here to the flagpole. Had the battery charger on it for a minute. Let's see if the crane will operate. So as you can see, I'm facing away from the flagpole, and that's where these two wheels come in. The bottom one rotates the whole assembly. So we're gonna rotate 180 and get right up to the pulley there. We're almost there. So I kept cranking on this thing, and I didn't realize that this battery cable that somebody has replaced in the past was actually shorting out against the crane mechanism. So I unplugged the battery and the battery charger. Never a dull moment. That crank is a lot of work. It's really sticky. I think probably needs to be greased. But I did it. So, up the stairway to heaven. Well, now that I'm up here, I get a good look at the pulley. It's actually completely seized up and not even on its axis. On top of that, somebody welded it all together up here. So I'm gonna go get a cutoff wheel and a new pulley, and we'll fix this right. It doesn't look like it, but this is really high up. A little bit of a workout to get up here too. There's a little market about 15 minutes away. They got little trinkets and things. I'm gonna go get some string and a new pulley and a flag. And we're gonna take the crane truck. This might not go well. So I just got back from the store. The weather is picking up, but we're gonna still go for this. We're back at the truck. I've got some cord. I've got a new pulley. I've got this little shackle thing and whatever you call that. And we're gonna go up also, cut all the old stuff out, and we got our cutoff wheel here. We're gonna cut the old pulley off. So we're gonna do that now. One hand with the cutoff wheel. Okay. In the basket. We're gonna cut this guy off. Rope. Okay. Well, I've had worse days at work, but it looks like it's time to hoist the flag. Here's the old stuff. Get this off here. This is pretty difficult to do in the wind, but I'm getting it done. Never stops around here. We got the cable strung up through the pulley, got the cable cut the right length, we got loops on the end so we can tie it off, and we got the little clevis things, whatever you call those, that hook onto the flag. So the only thing left is to hoist the colors. God bless America, baby. You gotta go grab the flag. I don't know if there's some special way you're supposed to hold the flag while you're doing this. I've never done this. I'm not a military man. Go ahead and tell me if I'm doing it wrong. I just know you're not supposed to touch the ground with it. So, that's my goal here. And just like that, the flag is up, Old Glory's flying. We live in a wonderful country where you can go buy old crane trucks just to put up your flagpole and get it situated. I love it with all my heart. Wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I am tired though. Man, that was a lot of climbing. And let me tell you, these sticker bushes, they suck. I'm gonna have to do something about them next. They gotta go. So we got our tasks done for the day. It's time to put the boom for the crane away, stow it back in its position. Anyway, looks like we've had a successful job though. Guys, I can't tell you how stoked I am on the ladder truck. This thing was dirt cheap and it's already earning its keep around the farm. I can definitely tell you it's gonna be on another episode soon. We have so much to handle out here. Maybe we should make it fast. That's all for today. God bless America. See you next time.